Very exciting.
connecting, and
Oh.
we are live. So, how are you boys doing? Been a long few weeks, but
It's
we're
been a very long time.
finally back with some football at last. How are we feeling before the coming game week?
Not positive.
I was going to say I'm relieved that was back.
Yeah.
The international break always for me at first I'm like all this, and I do like watching them play, but they're so boring.
It is really like I went out with my dad to watch the first one, and like it was just when it gets like 3-0 up, I'm sitting there just like great.
Yeah, there's like no stake.
Yeah, it is nice that we can now get through these qualifiers without there being a problem. But it seems now they've increased the numbers of players that are sort of going to these tournaments. The qualifying doesn't, for the bigger teams anyway, it doesn't have that much. Like, there's not that much going on.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But in terms of your teams, how we feeling? Optimistic at all,
I don't care.
It's so interesting though, because like when the World Cup's on, I'll watch like Algeria versus I don't know Uzbekistan.
Oh yeah.
I'll watch every game of the World Cup.
Yeah. But for some reason, even though they are qualifiers and they do matter.
Yeah, they do matter.
I think though it is maybe just like you were saying, as we kind of knowing through.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Like, because I was at the pub the other night watching Ireland play.
Yeah.
And for them, it's like will
it's a massive
it's
deal.
a bit more exciting. Yeah.
Whereas it is exactly for like Scotland or Wales, like those games, I can imagine like I'd be getting gas for them. But I guess because we have that, like you can say, that privilege now that England have got such a good team that we don't really worry, and like our qualifying record is impeccable over the last few years, so it's not something we have to worry about really.
Yeah.
Which it's nice to
get through to the be.
Yeah, it's nice to get through to the tournament like that, but at the same time, it just makes international breaks so dry when all you want to do is look at your FPL, see who's been scoring. You know what I mean? But Cal, how are you feeling for this coming week? Are you still any changes been major?
No, I'm still like I was about on the last show where I was considering doing some work on
Okay. Let me Let me bring your team up here.
I'm still kind of thinking about it, but not sure. The issue for me is who to move to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just because, like I was saying, I feel the defense is unreliable this season. Like I don't know who's a safe clean sheet.
With at Man City or just in general?
Just in general, and especially I mean, Man City was another one where I was thinking about going for but then with Laporte, it's a bit like
I mean,
not just because he goes out the window.
Yeah, I'd be bringing in Otamendi if I were you.
Yeah, he was one of my shortlists.
Yeah.
My worry with Pep is I don't know who he's going to play. Like it would make sense that he's going to play. Stones is coming back.
Yeah. Like, I mean, he could end up playing, Rodri at the back with like Cancelo and like Walker. You never know.
Exactly. Like, that's what I'm worried about. So yeah,
I think for me, because I have Zinchenko, I'm sort of the view that when Zinchenko starts to get rotated, that's when I have to deal with that problem.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not gonna worry about because people are like, even for the last like few game weeks, and people now are still worrying about him getting like rotated. But I think he's 100% going to play against Norwich and even get either games after that. So I mean, it's a worry when it comes to it. But I mean, who have Everton got this week?
Everton, Bournemouth away.
Yeah.
I don't know if I see them keeping a clean sheet. I can't lie.
That's the thing. I don't.
Bournemouth aren't performing well though.
No, they're not. But like, they've scored. Even though they're not performing, they've scored goals. Like a fair amount of
It's
goals.
true.
Like, I think, I was talking to you, Owen, about Ashley Barnes, bringing him in.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm going to bring him in anymore. I really want to, but I don't think he deserves the -4 hit that I have to take.
If you have to take a -4, then yeah.
Because I've got King, and
yeah,
like the only reason I would take him out is because of a price drop. Like
the thing is, Burnley have got like a good string of fixtures going up. So if you're not going to do it now, then there's no point in you doing it.
Yeah, that's true. Because the thing that's keeping him in my team is he's penalty taker.
Yeah.
So like his only goal this season has been a penalty, and like
yeah.
I so see Everton giving away a penalty.
Yeah. Because like in any match, any team, like you can just give away a penalty and he's a penalty taker. Like even if he's having a shit game, like he can still just step up and score a penalty.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for that same reason, I've got him in, but I've still also got Digne in. So
yeah. Wait, so you haven't made the transfer yet, or have you?
I have. I made it yesterday after coming back from work and being very tired.
So
I was just like, nah.
What's happened there then? Who have you brought?
Yotta's gone out and Ashley Barnes has come in.
Okay, sounds like a pretty standard procedure. That was.
It's pretty standard procedure. Like next week, I'm still contemplating a wild card.
I was gonna say you're gonna pop that button. You're gonna pop that button. Cal, you haven't wildcarded yet, have you?
No. I'm like I was saying last week. I'm probably gonna wait and something disaster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, right.
Because I guess there's two ways you can approach a wildcard. You can either like aggressively push, say like Liam has done with Aguero.
Yeah.
Or you can like hold. You can like. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily waiting for things to go disastrously wrong. Like, but I always feel
a bit more reactive. Yeah. Like kind of like wait and then respond to that with.
Yeah, exactly. I would like to, because maybe in like I think in about 5 or 6 weeks the fixtures turn quite a lot for a lot of teams. So I know like Leicester get good fixtures. I think Liverpool end up having like quite a good streak. Even like Arsenal at the moment have a better streak.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it's not necessarily I'll be in a disaster, but I'll have players like say like Pukki or like Lanzini who will have like a bad run of fixtures, and then like I'll have like 4 players who have bad runs of fixtures. So I'll be like, oh, you know what, like I need to wildcard these out so that I can pick up some players who have some decent fixtures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sort of hanging around waiting for like, I don't know, Pukki to get like a hamstring. But touch what he doesn't, but you know.
Trouble with me is
Italy.
Huh?
Did he?
I think he scored against Italy midweek. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure from what I heard he scored 2 penalties.
Oh.
So I don't know how much to take from that. I guess Pukki's he'd be the penalty taker as well. With Man City missing Laporte, you never know, but they keep so much of the ball that it's a tough one. So have you boys decided who your captaincy is going to be for this week? I thought this is the main topic of debate for this weekend is the captaincy.
Yeah, I think I'm sticking with Sterling.
You're going Sterling. Cal, any improvements on that? Or you're going with Sterling as well?
I keep switching between Salah and Sterling.
Yeah.
For like the worry with Salah is that I know Newcastle are supposedly rubbish, but they seem to actually be quite solid.
I don't really.
Spurs,
yeah, I think that the clean sheet against Spurs was like way overhyped to what like how well they actually played. So if you think about it, it was a Spurs side that were without Eriksen. They were playing absolute like trash that whole game. Mind they should have had 2 penalties in that game, and Lucas Moura missed about 3 open goals. if that's Salah or Mane, they're scoring. I also think with Sterling, like he's had two England fixtures. The Kosovo one wasn't easy on him in the end, so he's going to be knackered. There's a question of like rotation. I think he'll start, but he'll only play 60 minutes.
Well, to be honest, this is the pet. I don't know. They're playing Norwich. That's probably one of their easier games. Like you say, Sterling's played 2 games.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be surprised if but he gets benched tomorrow.
And then midweek, so next Wednesday, they also play their first Champions League game.
Oh, do they?
So I mean, like maybe Sterling gets benched this weekend and like he gets saved for the Champions League game. I think he'll definitely get minutes in the weekend, but yeah. Go on.
The trouble is, Norwich has conceded the most shots out of any team so far.
Yeah,
their defense is shocking. I can see the Liverpool game being like 2-0.
You see Liverpool game being 2-0.
I can see the City game being like, between 3 and 5-0 or 1.
1 sec, I just got a question for you. The guy's asking if he said he's 5 minutes behind the live stream, but is it possible to him to like catch up? I think we haven't gone through that much already. So like all we've talked about, we've just quickly discussed sort of like how we did last time, and we're just going through captaincy picks now. Who are you going for captaincy? But for me, the main man's got to be Salah this week. I don't know, I just back it. Also, it's at Anfield, which just like that's the one that's what I'm clutching onto. Because if you look at,
I have also been looking at. Sorry.
Go on, go for it.
No, I was just going to say I have also been. It sounds crazy. Van Dijk, possible pick.
No, I don't think that's crazy at all.
I just think it's safe. Do you know what I mean? I just think they should almost certainly get a clean sheet again.
You've got Robbo, right? Oh, have you got?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, but like if you had Trent, I'd say like go Trent, because like he can easily pick up like 2 assists and a clean sheet this weekend, and you'd be breezing. He could easily get like a 13-point haul. But then, I think Salah's going to get at least a goal and assist, but it's whether because Sterling's playing against Norwich, this is the week he like pulls in a hat trick. I don't know.
That's the thing.
I'm sort of the way I'm approaching it is I'm looking at if I don't captain one. So if I don't captain Sterling or if I don't captain Salah, which one am I going to be more annoyed about if the other one does better? And I think I'll be more annoyed if Salah does better than Sterling and I didn't captain him.
Yeah. Or if you captain Sterling and then he does get like better, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like if you get subbed off, it's because I can see step because Aguero's on fire. If Aguero starts, which he most likely will, unless he gets injured in company's testimonial tonight.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. He's playing in company's testimonial, which company cannot play him himself because he's got a hamstring problem.
Yeah.
So he's not playing in his own testimonial, which is
wow.
That's proper funny. But yeah, what I was on about before is like, if you look at the stats last season against smaller teams at home, both Salah and Sterling had like 8 to 9 points, like averaging, whereas away from home they averaged like 5. So I mean, like I guess it is Norwich and they're leaky, but it's a tough one. I guess we'll wait and see because Sterling's. I mean, I think people have been sort of jumping off of him a little bit this week because of that last week's blank and obviously the opportunity to have Aguero. What do we think about Aguero? I'm a little bit scared.
I think you keep saying that obviously Jesus is going to come back at some point. So you're not keen on switching into him at this point, but he is just on fire.
He is on fire, but I think the long run having Sterling is just better.
I think both of them are going to get a lot of points throughout the whole season.
Yeah. And you know that like one week maybe Aguero's going to pop, 1 week Sterling's going to pop, but then Sterling's thing that's the difference is Sterling's always going to be in that team, whereas Aguero is going to get rotated.
Yeah.
Aguero
or at least more,
especially because I think Pep is trying to phase team. And
yeah.
Jesus the starter in the long run. I definitely think over the course of the season. But this is the thing, like I was surprised.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't. I can never like Jesus. I could only ever see Jesus coming in like and bagging like a goal. I don't think I'd ever consider Jesus as like a good replacement in any situation. But definitely Aguero. Like I am worried about people that have him and are captaining him. Like ideally he'd like he's gonna score, but hopefully he only gets like 1 goal. Hopefully De Bruyne just racks it all up, or just a player like Bernardo Silva, or even Mahrez could like get on the score sheet.
Yeah,
he hasn't done much. But yeah, you boys, because you've both got Pookie, don't you?
Yeah.
Are you sticking with Pookie for this game week?
I am, but I'm playing a 3-4-3, so I'm not putting a lot of faith into him.
Okay. 3-4-3. So who's? I think I'm on your team right now. So who's going where? So King Jota out. So
Jota's out.
Jota in for Barnes, and then Kelly on the bench.
Kelly's on the bench.
How's it? You've benched Ake for like the past 3 weeks?
Yeah,
he's done nothing. But I mean, is that not a fire out there? Or
so at the minute I've got Den Donker in because I'm not going to play Cantwell against City.
Have they got Chelsea? I mean,
Chelsea.
I was considering playing Den Donker against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Just because they're not great defensively, and he's not going to pick up a clean sheet point, but he could pick up an assist maybe.
Yeah. And I don't back Bournemouth keeping a clean sheet.
No. Yeah. I
so that for me, it's clear cut. Like they'll get the same.
I don't know. I still
amount
think
of point.
It's whether because Den Donker realistically you're looking at 2 points.
I'm expecting 2 points, but I could get more. Ake, the thing is, I'm also just anticipating I'll get 2 points.
Ake's one of the defenders who actually has really high like potential for attacking returns as well. I think I'd start Ake just for like the potential of him, like I don't know, scoring a goal because Everton haven't looked very good this season.
Yeah.
The last 3 games, Ake's got 1 point each game.
Oh, fair. I mean,
all I'd say on Ake as well. I know Everton scored 3 against Wolves, but in their first 3 game weeks, they've just gone goal. So
yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't be too surprised if they don't score against Bournemouth. I know Bournemouth aren't the best, but I would because Everton looked forward.
That's true.
I suppose it just what you think is more likely. Do you think it's more likely Pookie will score against City or against Everton? That's what.
Wait, what was the second part? So Pookie scoring against City or
that Bournemouth keep a clean sheet against. Because I think personally I'd lean Bournemouth keeping a clean sheet.
Do you like I'm currently got set up a 3-4-3, so I could take Captain Dunk and bring Ake in, but I'd still playing all 3 attackers. I'm playing Pookie, King, and Barnes.
Yeah, I think Pookie he definitely could. He's got like clinicalness at 1 chance and he scores.
Yeah, I'm not expecting any goals from him, but I anticipate he could easily just score a goal and get a nice amount of points.
I guess actually you could throw it how I put it to you with the Salah thing earlier. Like, who would you be more annoyed with if you didn't play and they got points? So like if you started, who is it you were going to start over Pookie?
I wasn't going to start anyone over Pookie.
No, Cal.
No, sorry, I asked the
Okay.
Deciding between Ake.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I think I'd have to go with Pookie. Just there's so much goal threat there. I don't like that. That's the thing. I don't see them scoring, but if anyone's gonna score, if anything can happen, it's gonna be him. I mean, last season, what was it? Man City would be like 5 goals up and then like concede a goal. Like,
yeah,
that's that's just the way it is. But now, see, what's going to convince you to pot this wild card then, Owen?
Well, I've had 2 dodgy game weeks. Obviously, it's only weeks. Like, we only had 4 weeks, but I'm not excited about my team. I don't look at it and think I've got an edge on anyone.
Yeah. I mean, the glaring thing that I'd say for both of your teams is like neither of you have De Bruyne.
Yeah.
I've got De Bruyne.
Oh, have you got De Bruyne? Did you bring him in? So I didn't see that.
I had him. I had him last. I brought him in last week.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I had him last week.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Only Owen does an add-on. I'm not paying eyes because I thought it was your team. I've got Owen's team up on the screen. That's why.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So yeah, no De Bruyne in there. You've got the base. You've got the Digne Liverpool. I'm guessing that Liverpool defense is going to go down to 1. So what, like, Digne? But like, would you want Trent or would you keep Van Dijk?
Me?
Yeah. Think about your wild card.
Yeah, I'd only keep 1 Liverpool defender and I'd probably get Trent.
Okay. But he's up to 7.1 now, you know.
Not ideal. Yeah, everything's going wrong for me in that department.
Okay. I'm thinking. I'll show you what I'm thinking of doing. With my team, sort of like in a few game weeks time. So, if this would like to load, so King's gonna come out. Right. This is becoming hella laggy. Right, so King's gonna come out for me, as well as Lanzini and Robbo. I've got for Lanzini, I'm thinking either Yarmolenko, Iwobi, or Ceballos, and then I'm thinking Vardy. The thing is, it's either Vardy and Haller, but with Vardy I play Vardy, Ayew, Pookie, or with Haller I play Haller, Barnes, and Pookie.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking like either a wild card now and pick up on things like De Bruyne, which is important.
Yeah.
Or like in week 9, Leicester got a big like run of games and get Vardy in.
Bring him in then, because my thinking now is sort of like start moving the money about so that I can like bring Vardy in.
Yeah, and then also from week 13, Liverpool have got good games, so I'm considering bringing Firmino in there.
Like whether to just wild card and like get Firmino and Salah, like have a triple up on Liverpool, but have the double attack. Like we've got to see.
Also, potentially thinking about bringing Ayew in week 14.
Bringing Ayew in 14. What's Palace's fixtures looking like?
They've got a lot of. Obviously, it's a cheap player, so like it's not that much of like a gamble.
That's what I was thinking about bringing Ayew in now. Is that like I can rotate him with a 4.5 mil defender, and like when we play against City or Liverpool, I can rotate him.
Yeah.
But then also when we have like we play against, we've got Norwich at home in like a couple of game weeks. And if you start in then, Like you can back. You've got West Ham away. Well, then we've got City at home, so he'd be benched then. Arsenal away, I'd back him. Leicester at home, I'd back him. I think Chelsea away, I'd back him, but Liverpool at home, I wouldn't. But then after that, we've got
week 14 through to 21. They got some nice fixtures in games which like Ayu would actually play in as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. If Ayu, I think if he starts picking up points if he picks up points against Spurs and then points against Wolves, there's going to be massive bandwagons on him. I think.
Yeah,
because he's such a he could be like a early shout, but he could be Jimenez of last year because Jimenez last year was only 5.5 mil at the start of the game.
Yeah,
and like that kind of player, you don't need them to be scoring like because of their price they can be allowed to blank some game weeks, whereas like Haller or like Rashford or players of that price level, you can't really be affording them to blank.
So James, is that your bold prediction? Are you to hit 80 points?
Are you to what? Hit
180 points.
180, Jesus.
180. Well, I don't even think Kane got that last year. Fuck me. Jesus.
Can you imagine?
To
be fair though, like this is the thing when you've got a player like teams now that he's going to be Palace's starting striker.
Yeah.
But considering how cheap he is, like that is a bargain. But like you're saying, you don't need to score every week, but he is going to get goals. So...
And even if he just gets like contributions, the one thing I'm a little worried about is like Hodgson. I hope he hasn't actually played in 90 minutes this season. Hodgson has this thing where he has to bring on Benteke for like the last like 20 minutes. So like that could damage him a little bit. But yeah, at the price point, I think he's decent enough, and like I think he's good if you've got someone who you can rotate him with.
Yeah.
Like where he doesn't have to play every week, which is why I think I'm going to bring in. I mean, I really like the look of either Yarmolenko or Iwobi. Because Yarmolenko is playing basically like in like a front three in the West Ham. I would like to get Felipe Anderson, but he's an extra mil. It's a bit too spenny.
Yeah.
Because he looked because at the start of last year he was like, oh man, he was banging in goals. Which is why I can't wait to get Vardy back in my team, because he was just like superb last season, like towards the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see Yarmolenko goals because the way Haller played at Frankfurt, he would drop in and knock balls on for Jovic and Reddit,
exactly,
and bring them in. So if you've got Yarmolenko and Anderson who run beyond Haller at West Ham,
exactly,
I see getting a lot of goals.
I can see him being the sort of player that pops up with like maybe he rotates between like an assist and a goal a game. So like he'll sort of like, I think he'll get contributions in most game weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back on Everton's attack. Like I know you said that in the first like 3 weeks they were bad in front of goal, but now I guess the difference was they started Moise Kean, they started Iwobi, and they definitely looked a lot more like fresh and raring to go.
Yeah,
in that game last week, they were quite like interesting to watch. They were doing a lot.
They were that. You were there, like sitting intently watching like a fullback, like go on.
I was literally. Anytime Dino was on the ball, I'm like, fucking do it, mate.
Get forward. But I guess that's your kind of. You've got a free transfer, right, Cal?
Yeah.
So do you think is that going to get used before the deadline?
I am I'd say I'm at 8, and if it is.
Yeah. Like I'm fully expecting to see Otamendi in your team on Saturday. Like I'm fully expecting for that to be there. To be fair, I think go on.
It's just it probably will end up being him. Less because I'm like super keen, obviously like possible rotation. More because I just don't know who else I bring in.
Do you have any money in the bank?
I've got 0.5.
0.5. Okay, so you've got a bit, but I guess at that price range, that doesn't actually give you much.
It doesn't do much exactly. So I'd rather go for a cheaper player, I suppose.
Yeah.
Kind of what I was wanting to do was downgrade a bit.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you could bring in like what? Who would you bring in? Like, I don't know, Mings or like a Burnley defender.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a Burnley defender. I was thinking about that.
Who have you got in goal?
Doubling up because I've got Pope in goal.
That's what I was thinking. I don't fancy the Burnley double up.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're good at the back for all the team, I suppose. At the end of the day, they're not Liverpool.
You look at their fixtures and you see greens, but you see the team. Like, I'm gonna get up here. Like, you see the actual teams they're playing against, and you're like, I can sort of like Brighton away. Brighton have like looked quite good attacking this season. Then like Norwich at home. Norwich, we've seen Norwich can score goals. Aston Villa away. I mean, like, out of all the fixtures, I'd probably back them to get a clean sheet there. Out of most of them,
you would think, yeah.
I mean, Everton at home as well. Like, I expect by game week 8, Everton would have like sorted their shit out. Like they should be in like gas mode by then. I mean, Leicester away, no.
I swear this always happens with Everton.
Yeah.
Like, they always seem to have like a slow start. And they're sort of that.
What do we think about Watford now? You know, manager's been sacked. Are they gonna have a revive to their season? Are they gonna get that manager boost? Everyone's gonna be jumping on the bandwagon of Cathcart.
I don't know. Maybe. From what I remember of Flores, he was quite defensive.
Yeah.
But it's not really an inspired managerial.
No, it's not inspired. It's like bringing in Pulis. It's just like, right, like, we're already thinking we're gonna get relegated. Like, let's just bring someone let's bring someone in to shore up the ship, and like make sure we don't get relegated. Maybe Deeney could be back on the cards. He was a decent pick last year, but Watford's a definite like play it by ear and like wait for a long time. A team that I'm intrigued by at the moment is Arsenal. Like, Tubo's not back Arsenal at all, or?
Well, they're fixed.
I never feel the confidence with them though.
Yeah, I mean, thing is their record at the Emirates is impeccable, and their record at the Emirates, especially against like teams outside the top 6, they always smash it.
Yeah.
So, like, with the fixtures they've got going forward, I'm actually very tempted. If Callum Chambers starts playing again, and he's 4.5 mil, then he actually really could be a pick. And I did actually, I made a joke in like our other group, our FPL chat, the other one I'm in, the one I've got with Cal, saying that my inspired managerial substitution was going to be Callum Chambers, and it actually looks like it might be. But I think Arsenal, like, I'll have a look at the fixtures. Arsenal's like, their fixtures look quite good. So are you guys not tempted at all by an Arsenal player?
I'm
not tempted.
I'm slightly by like the defensive options maybe, but again they're not just because they're fixtures. But again they're not going to keep loads of cleans. They're still
not
a bit
defensive team.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at
maybe when Tierney comes.
I was looking at Tierney as well. I did like a little draft of a wild card and I had Tierney in it. Just because he's dropped that 0.1 in price. I looked at some stuff from him on Celtic and he looked really good going forward.
Yeah.
He could be like Robbo 2.0.
Exactly. And then I think the problem with their forward players, I think Aubameyang is obviously like a good pick, but he is very expensive.
Yeah. He doesn't warrant that price.
Pepe looks promising. He's got no end product.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you see all the Arsenal fans like gassing him up because he does like one roulette or one. Like,
exactly.
And then they're like, best in the world. But then like, what was the game we watched at him when he like had a simple through ball? It was the second game of the season. He had like the simplest through ball to put Aubameyang through on goal, and he just completely scuffed it. And it was just like,
yeah, it went so short, so slow. Like it was an easy assist.
This is good.
If I was Aubameyang, I'd be raging at him.
he looks like one of those like 12-year-olds you see in the playground with their backpack on. He's like watched a load of skill moves on FIFA, but has never played football before. Do you know what I mean? That's what he looks like. So he's doing all these tricks, but then he can't pass the ball. Like,
the issue is it's also that, but like. Then, I just feel like he gets nervous.
What, Pepe?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
because when he's not got any responsibility, he's gassing, his dribbling's mad. Like, yeah, he does like the fancy stuff. That's not important, but like everything which he's doing personally on the ball,
he can hold up the ball, but
but then as soon as he has to do something where he's like responsible for like this could cause a goal, he just fluffs it.
Yeah. And then Lacazette, which is their only real other attacker. So if you're gonna get him, why wouldn't you just get Vardy? You know
exactly, Vardy or Firmino. Like, I think Firmino looks a lot better of an option than Lacazette, because Lacazette, like, he doesn't always get played. He's a weird one that he'll only actually score against the big teams. So like you wouldn't play him, but then he'd go and score like a goal, and he's going to get like a goal and assist. So it's a bit like with him, I'm never really sure. I'd much rather that. Firmino looks really good this season, actually, much better than last season. He's finishing that dinner.
And you could definitely see him getting a few, because a lot of teams like double marking Salah. So that's definitely going to free up some space.
The whole beef between Salah and Mane as well. Is that going to affect Salah?
No.
No, I back Salah to get like a brace this weekend. I think it's going to be 4-0.
Oh.
I mean, the last game they played, they won 3-2.
Like, what, the last game Newcastle and Liverpool played? Yeah, but that was if the last game they played at Anfield was 4-0. And that was when Rafa was in charge.
Yeah.
Now we've got Steve Bruce.
Yeah, that was at St James's Park.
Yeah. And then look at Anfield, like.
And then it's 4-0, 2-0.
Yeah, exactly. Like, even if it's 2-0, goal assist, or just give me a brace, like. Brace 3 bonus points. Salah gets 60 minutes and a goal. Perfect weekend.
do you think there's any risk of it's crazy? Do you think there's any risk of getting bent?
Say that again, boss.
Do you think there's any risk of Salah getting bent for like Origi or something stupid?
What, this weekend?
Shaqiri. Yeah.
No chance.
No.
Like,
I'm just playing it all through my head, and I'm just thinking, like, what if Klopp is a rest?
But we know that Klopp's not that manager.
True,
like he will play that front three for like as long as he can in every game that he can. The only rotation problem you've got to worry about with Liverpool is like the defenders, I think, and maybe like they're holding midfielders, but that's not really that important in fantasy.
I mean, nobody picks.
Yeah.
Like.
But no, like, yeah, I there's no way Salah does it. I think the question would be whether Sterling plays. I think Sterling will start, but he'll play 60 minutes max.
Yeah.
Have I been convincing you away from Sterling?
No.
I kind of want you guys to pick Sterling so that Salah does better. Because then
I'm kind of convincing myself into like a defensive pick.
Into a Van Dijk.
Into like a Van Dijk, yeah. This is all like making me like really paranoid. I'm thinking like they're both. Imagine both Salah and Sterling get benched. Can you imagine?
No. It's okay. Salah's not getting benched. like a million trillion %. He's not getting benched. And like Van Dijk has the aerial, especially against. I don't think Norwich aren't really like much of a presence in terms of like team height and build. Like,
yeah, they can't defend anything.
Yeah, I think from corners, Van Dijk, like he did it last season when Van Dijk got a brace from corners. So like, that could be the pick for the weekend. You never know. I think most people this weekend, from what I've heard, are going with Sterling. But I just like each week or the previous week I wanted to go with a Aubameyang captain. I didn't. He outscored Salah. I wanted to go for Salah captain. I didn't. He outscored Sterling. Like, I just feel like I have to go with what I'm actually thinking this time.
Yeah. I think every week so far I've made the wrong captain decision. So.
Yeah. What was it? It's because everyone has Sterling, and I know everyone's going to captain Sterling. So it's just like, well, like it's just safe. You know what I mean?
It's insurance, yeah. It's like you're keeping yourself, we didn't really talk about this, but Sterling against Kosovo looked amazing. Like he was just. I know it's Kosovo. In the first half,
he looked sick.
Yeah.
In the first half, he looked proper naughty. But then, it's again like I'd say Norwich's defense were a bit better than Kosovo's. Like Kosovo aren't like. But then if you also look the players that Sterling are playing with at City, I'd say that they are a level up, but like I can just see everything going through like De Bruyne or Aguero.
Yeah.
Like everything's gonna go through De Bruyne, and it's literally who De Bruyne decides to like pass to, effectively.
Yeah, basically.
Like it's just like that. That's who's gonna get the assist. Because did you see him against he's against like Scotland and like no. Yeah, it was against Scotland.
Didn't he get 3 assists?
He got 3 assists and a goal, and like all of his assists were just like beautiful. Like just the way that man can like cross the ball and like.
So is De Bruyne a possible?
I think I can't remember who I was saying this to, but I think like the way I'm gonna do the captaincy now, I think De Bruyne at home looks like incredible. Because he's had both his home games so far. He's had like double point hauls. He's gonna like grab all the assists in the world, and like maybe a goal. That's what made the difference last weekend. He grabbed like a goal and like a couple of assists. Like, but then it's a hard one because then Sterling's there as well. And you know there's gonna be plenty of weeks where Sterling just picks up a brace, picks up a hat trick. Like, and you don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah.
So I think my strategy from now on is literally just going to be pick whoever has like a home fixture, because I think in the long run that's what's going to like come through.
That's very fair.
But yeah, are you guys because Liverpool play Man City? I think game 12 at all. You got like, have you guys thought about that at all? Or Liverpool are playing Man City. Game 12, I think.
Oh right. I don't want to think about that yet.
You don't want to think. Well, you've still got like a wild card to go. You've still got everything to put in place. Let me see actually what L's saying, because I want to move on to the biggest part. The predictions of scores. Let me just find out, because he's written down his predictions of what he thinks the match is going to be, and I've also got up a little Sky Super 6. See if we can put our heads towards that. Right. So have you guys got the stream up? Can you see the fixtures? Let me. I wonder.
No, I can't get it out. Just read them out.
Okay, yeah, I would. So the first one, Saturday early kickoff, Liverpool Newcastle. What we thinking there, boys?
I mean, like I said, I don't think it'll be that high scoring. I know Liverpool are high.
You don't?
No,
El's gone for 2-0.
Yeah, I was gonna say possibly 3.
2-0.
2-0 is what I said earlier on.
I'm backing 3, but like, I guess we've got what Owen, you're saying 2, L saying 2. So Cal, what are you going with?
I'll go with my gut.
So you think you need 2-0?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we've got Brighton at home to Burnley. It's an interesting one. L's put 3-0 Burnley. I think that's a bit. I think he's probably bought it in Barnes. Because that is very optimistic. So what I'm thinking, I can see that being like a 1-1 or like a. I can actually see Brighton winning, but Burnley
in their history.
Yeah.
Brighton have never beaten Burnley.
Oh, what?
Stat.
In
what
general,
stat?
like in general. Like,
in the Premier League.
Yeah, really? Wow.
But,
maybe I have to take a -4 to get Barnes in then.
That said, in the Premier League, they've only met 4 times.
Okay, and what have those? Are they been like Burnley wins? They've been draws. What are we saying?
They've been 2 0-0s, a 3-1.
What was the last one?
It's a 3-1 and a 1-0.
3-0. Okay. So what? See, I can see Brighton scoring. So maybe like 2-1 Burnley. Like, what do we think?
I think I'm okay in saying 2-1 Burnley.
2-1 Burnley. Cal, agreed.
Maybe 1.
What, 1-0 Burnley?
I think that's a hard one to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1.
I reckon 1.
We'll go with 1-0. I'll be overruled. So then we have very optimistic. I'd actually put Leicester to either win or draw this game. To be honest, I don't see United winning this game. Just I think Vardy.
I don't think 2-1's that.
It's not out of like. It's not out of the order, definitely. Like it can definitely happen. What? So are you agreeing with that? Oh, I think I've had a little.
United haven't lost to Leicester since 2014.
Are they not?
No. They've drawn 1, 2, 3 times in that time, though.
Okay. So what would you guys rather go like 2-1 United, 2-2?
Yeah, I was gonna say like a 2-2 thriller.
Yeah, a 2-2 thriller. Like, you know what? I want to see it. So let's go with that. I want to see it. A 2-2
It'll be lovely
thriller.
to watch on Match of the Day.
Exactly.
Vardy will probably score. Daniel James will score.
Yeah. See, James scored for Wales as well, and like his price on that FPL fixer, like absolute, like he just shot up, like after he scored that goal for Wales, because everyone's like, but it was like, so what? But they were playing. I don't even know who they were playing. Like it was just one of the classic, just cuts in from the left, but then. Also, I think if Martial comes back, Rashford will go to the left, James will go to the right, which means he won't be able to cut in and score on his right foot anymore, which is how he scored all his goals. Pretty much. So I don't know if that's just, that's a massive bandwagon there. Sheffield United, Southampton. For me, this screams 0-0.
Interesting.
Like, I just don't see goals.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Sheffield United are actually pretty solid.
I think they're reasonably solid. Like they can definitely pick up a clean against Southampton as well. Who's like, I think the results they've got have definitely like nice them in a way. Like when they beat Brighton. That was, Antonio got sold after that red card.
Really?
He got shipped off after the red card. After he started that game, so they won that game because of that. I mean, like the United game, it's the United team. That United team was just woeful in that game. Like they should have won that. Let's see, 0-0 for the Sheffield United. Southampton. Oh, 0-0. And then we're thinking El put 1-1, and that was fair enough. Now we're on to Spurs Crystal Palace. I'll let you guys go first. Do your worst.
Palace have regrettably been good against big sides away.
Regrettably.
Why
regrettably?
Because I don't like to admit that to you.
I love whipping that stat out to El, where it's like the last team to beat Liverpool at Anfield was Palace, the last team to beat United at Old Trafford was Palace, the last team to beat City at the Etihad was Palace. I forgot what stadium I was saying. The last team to beat Arsenal at the Emirates for Palace. Like, not to blow the trumpet or anything.
To be fair, if Palace do it, then they'll have beaten all six of the top teams.
All like bar Chelsea, who just like aren't even really a top six anymore. Like, I'm optimistic, but I feel like I've got to let you I'll let you guys predict this game because like my Palace is just gonna like come flooding out.
I think it's gonna be 2-0 Spurs.
I think 2-0 Spurs. Cal, what do you think?
Yeah, that's literally what I would.
See, I was gonna go with
I would love Palace to do a job. I would love a job, but I just think Spurs need to start picking up points now. They've not been great.
I can see them in a draw.
Possibly.
The thing is, all the times we play them in the last 2 seasons, Spurs have always scored. It's been 1-0, and they've always scored in the 90th minute. I can see us scoring and then them doing the same. I can see it being like a 1-1. But what are you guys going with?
In recent history, Palace do not score against Spurs.
Yeah, that's not it. It's literally all nils, and it's 1-0 Spurs, 1-0 Spurs, 2-0 Spurs.
Yeah.
So what, the 2-0 Spurs?
I think, it'll be 1 or 2-0, but I'd say 2-0.
Okay. I'll allow you to have this one, as much as it pains me to write that down.
Have you got to put that one in the Super 6 as well?
Oh, let's have a look. I'll go on to the Super 6. We'll do all these and then I'll write them because I've got a different screen for it. I'll write that in. El put 3-1 in that one. I don't think there'll be that many goals. Wolves Chelsea. El's put 1-0 to Wolves.
1-0 Wolves,
which I definitely don't agree with.
That is a rogue decision.
The fact that for one he thinks that Chelsea's going to keep a clean sheet. I don't think so.
Wait, no. Chelsea wouldn't keep a clean sheet.
Don't be stupid.
Don't be silly. Nah, I mean, yeah. Well, I think Wolves will score. I think the 1's fine. I just think it'll be 2 or 3 Chelsea. Or maybe a 3-2. We haven't put any sort of...
Wait, James, did you say 1-0 to Wolves or 1-0 to Chelsea?
Yeah, 1-0 to Wolves.
Yeah, so that's not clean sheet then.
Oh no, it's not. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Apologies. I just saw them 0 next to Chelsea and just I was like, oh, that's a clean sheet. No, I don't see Wolves keeping a clean sheet. Now they've lost Bolly as well. I don't see them keeping a clean sheet at all. What do you guys think for that one?
Yeah, probably. Are you good first, Owen?
No, I was saying I was going to have a big long
Big long. I'll
I
give
think
you
Chelsea will win.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea will win, but I think because they're so absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3-1 to Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea. We're saying we agree.
No.
Hold on, boss. You're cutting out.
War.
Owen?
Yeah.
Hello?
But I reckon it'll be 2-1.
To be fair, they might not. It could end up being like one. Like they haven't been very good.
So do you guys think 2-1?
It could be a draw.
What are we going with? We're going 2-1 Chelsea, 2-2, 1-1.
I don't know.
I've written down 2-1 Chelsea. We can always come back to it. Norwich City. Els put down 4-0 City, and I mean, I agree, to be honest.
No. What did I say?
He said 4-0. Sorry, but isn't like proper cutting out.
Yeah.
Els said 4-0 City.
I was going to say 4-1.
4-1. He's bagging on a Pookie goal, is he?
I don't care who scores a goal.
No, it's got to be Pookie. If it's not Pookie, like, no, I will scream.
Nah, as far as I'm concerned, I'm quite happy for Pookie to get benched.
You want
Catmull to come on. He's my first sub. I just want the loss of the clean sheet. Yeah, like as much as like obviously you've got my FPL head on. Like I don't want City to keep a clean sheet.
Right. So are you saying 4-1 because you don't want them to keep a clean sheet, or because you actually think Norwich will score?
Because I think Norwich will score. Like,
I mean,
Pookie, he only needs one chance.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like all the ones I've been saying are 4, but I think 4. I'd go with 4-0. But what would you go with, Cal?
I don't know, because I can see City taking their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
In like the last 20 minutes, and then like you're saying, like Pookie.
Like they do a few rotations. They bring off Sterling for Foden. Jesus comes on. Everything gets a little bit lackluster, and then they score.
Yeah.
I guess I can yield to a 4-1.
You'll yield.
I will yield.
That's very kind of you.
Honourable if you could, sir.
Honourable man.
Then we have I'll put 4-0 for that. We have Bournemouth, Everton.
I think. Go on.
El's gone for he's gone for a high score. He's gone for 2-2. Which
really?
That's
I was going to go for 1-0 Everton.
1-0 Everton. Okay. You could bet you're about to hit. Cal, here you go. Like that's a double clean sheet for you.
I love that.
Absolutely gutted that. No, I see Bournemouth scoring. I see Bournemouth getting a 1.
I was going to say 1-1.
They've got a lot of ones.
Yeah. Even when you don't expect it, Bournemouth will just nab a goal.
Yeah, Bournemouth at home, 2-1. Everton at home, 2-1. Everton.
Yeah.
Although back in 2017, Everton at home 6-3, so it could be lots of goals.
Oh jeez, yeah. Maybe we're mispredicting. Maybe it's going to be a 5-all thriller.
No, that was back in the day when Lukaku was at Everton. Scored 4 goals.
Lukaku was at Everton. That must have been a hell of a week for FPL.
Yeah.
Lukaku
6-3.
4 goals. He probably bagged an assist then as well.
He did not.
He did not. I'm back. Okay, so we've got Bournemouth 1. I think me and Cal can agree on that.
Okay.
Outvoted there. So
it may well be 1-0, 2-1. Sorry, 1-1, 2-1.
1 or 2-1. Cal, what do you think? What would you back out those two numbers? Or you could go for a 3 or a 4 if you're feeling spicy.
Like it is at Bournemouth, to be fair.
I think it'll be. Yeah. I think it'll be 1-1.
1-1. I can roll with a 1-1.
In the history of like the two sides, whoever's at home tends to win.
Yeah. Oh, tends to win.
Tends to win, yeah.
Okay. One or
tends to win or keep a
draw. Okay, yeah. I kind of back a 1-1 then. Then we've got Watford, Arsenal. Watford, I don't know. Watford, new manager coming in. You never know. Palace had that last season. We beat Chelsea after we had like a really poor, or a few seasons ago after we had a really poor run. Arsenal's away form isn't great. El's still gone for the 2-1 Arsenal versus Watford. Man, Watford are at home. What do we think about
that? So, to Arsenal.
Yeah, 2-1 to Arsenal. Away to Watford.
So I'm going to go with a bold one, and you guys can feel free to ignore me. But I'm going to go. Personally, I'm going to go 1-0 Watford.
1-0.
Wow.
It's going to be one of those ones.
Cathcart's going to be on a bandwagon this week.
It's going to be one of those ones where Arsenal just play awful, and they're going to get slagged off loads.
They'll be woeful. Arsenal fan TV will be delicious.
Yeah. And Watford fans will be like, "Oh, we've sorted ourselves out."
Yeah.
And then they'll still end up going down. But
I can see. The thing is that I'd agree, but I can see Arsenal scoring at the same time. Aubameyang's just too potent in front of goal against a poor Watford defence. And it'll be interesting for Arsenal with a team to allow Watford, because Watford haven't kept a clean sheet in 18 or 19 games.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting with Arsenal. I don't know if I see Arsenal being the ones to break that mould, but you never know. They do like breaking records like that.
Embarrassing ones.
No, what do you think, Ian? I'm very tempted to like that could be the bold prediction of the week. I'm very tempted.
Why? I've got no reason to believe that Watford are going to do anything.
Okay. So no bold. Go on. Convince me otherwise.
They've never drawn.
It won't take me much. Look at Watford at home though. Look at Watford at home.
Yeah. Form of this way to Watford, they've won.
Wait, say that again, boss.
I think that's fairly good.
I've fully cut out from you there, boss.
Of the 6 times that Arsenal have gone away to Watford, they've won 5.
Yeah, I think you have definitely convinced me. So what? 2? Are we to back out 2-1? 2-1 Arsenal? Are we gonna agree with L for the first time today?
I think it'll be 2-0.
2-0. Bring in Callum Chambers. That's what I say. I can get behind that. Callum, you got any qualms with that?
Yeah.
I know you really want to see a 1-0 Watford.
No, I think as much as I'd like 1-0 Watford, as weird as it sounds, I think 2-0 Arsenal is.
Yeah. It's definitely more likely to happen.
Yeah, I think 2.
Okay, yeah, see. Then the last fixture we come to is Aston Villa at home to West Ham. The boy Elliot Taylor has gone for a 2-0 win to West Ham. What we think? I can see Villa scoring for sure. West Ham's defense hasn't looked incredible. But I definitely see West Ham. I see that being like a 3-1 West Ham, to be honest. I think West Ham have got goals in them now.
Like, I think it's Villa at home. I think Villa should win this for sure.
Yeah. You think Villa should win this? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Basically what happens is whoever's at home always wins between them.
Oh, really? Yeah, but as in, like, when's that from? When's that record from? Because Villa haven't been in the Prem for a while.
I'm looking from like 09 to 16.
Right. 09 to 16. I
It's
mean,
not
yeah,
it's not a trend which is like it's not a trend which is always true, but like
Salah. So a guy just commented Salah bad player.
Salah bad player. Love that.
Mate, he's my captain. What are you on about? He's incredible. Salah bad player. What are you on about? Nah, to be fair, if he blanks this week, and Sterling goes and scores a hat trick, oh my god, that would be awful.
Hello, fellas.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
hello, Elliot Taylor.
Hello.
We've actually just been scrolling through your predictions. We're on to the final one. We're on Aston Villa West Ham. We haven't agreed with you once.
Super Six.
Yeah, we're about to do Super Six. It's just saying that we haven't actually agreed with you for any of your predictions yet. But what do we go for Aston Villa West Ham? Are we going Owen? Am I cutting out proper? Oh dear. Right, hold on. Let me move. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna move to this, get on the Super Six, and then we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. Hello. I think that's probably a bit better. I closed down some tabs, so I think we're more raring to go. So Aston Villa West Ham. What are we saying? Anyone? I know you wanted a 2. Who did you go with? 2-0 West Ham. Owen was saying that whoever's been at home always wins that fixture.
Ah.
Yeah.
I say always, quite often.
Quite often. So what? 1, 2.
Maybe.
1?
Yeah, maybe they'll get a goal then. 2-1 West Ham.
Oh, okay. But we're still not backing Villa at all. I'm not backing Villa at all. I can't lie.
Nah.
We'll go 2-1 West Ham. I've got if you look at the stream, I've got the Super 6 up. The games we've got to predict in English are Brighton, Burnley, United, Leicester, Sheffield United, Southampton, Spurs, Palace, Wolves, Chelsea, and Swansea, Forest. So a lot of Prem games. Are you boys happy to stick with what we've gone for so far?
Stick them on the screen, and then.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Stick on the screen, and then I'll say whether I'm happy. I'll be honest, I ain't got a Scooby what's going to happen between Swansea and Forest.
Yeah, that's the one. Can you do the research on that one? That's probably the one we need the most research on. And we'll just go with the stats. What did we go? We went with that, and then we went with this. Right, so there's you should be able to see the top 4. Let me see if I can size this down a little bit so we can get them all in. There we are. Perfect. So how do we feel about that then, boys?
2-2 draw for United, yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, you got to agree with that.
Unfortunately, I'm not expecting a big performance. Which is sad to say.
When I saw your 2-1 United, like it very easily could be.
Yeah, it was a hard one to predict that one, to be fair.
Yeah. As much as I hated it, 2-0 Spurs just does sound right.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like was it 2? We put 2-1. Was it 2-1 Chelsea or 1-1? Did we go 1-1? We went 2-1 Chelsea.
I was saying a Chelsea loss.
Yeah, I don't think we could agree with you there.
Okay.
Just
It's just that United struggled so much against them, and United played quite well.
What, against Wolves?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that losing Bolly is just massive for their defence, and like I just could definitely see Chelsea scoring is the thing. I don't see Wolves keeping a clean sheet against Chelsea. Owen, do you have any research for the Swansea Forest game?
Yeah, I do. In 1925, Swansea won 3-0.
I mean, but we've got to go for Swansea 3-0 then. Like, we just have to. Do you not actually really want to put 3-0 Swansea now?
Please.
Where are they both in the table this season?
I don't know where they're on the table, but last year in the league, Forest beat them 2-1, and then they drew 0-0. So Forest won 2-1
Swansea,
at home.
Swansea are top.
Oh, 3-0.
Swansea are top, and they're unbeaten
for a 3-0.
Yeah.
Like 1925 has spoken. It's spoken.
94 years on. They're going to do it. They're going to repeat the result.
The story on Sky News. So why did you pick 3-0 Swansea? Well, in 1925,
we did our research, Jeff.
Granddad was at the game. He was like son of son. No. What? Okay. Golden goal prediction? Because this is definitely going to matter. The minute of the first goal in any of the 6 games.
Oh.
We back an early goal. Swansea 1925, 25th minute. It's written in the stars, boys.
I back United to start really sharp and then just collapse. So I'm going to say
10-minute goal.
6-minute goal.
6.
6, yeah.
I mean, it is any of the games, so like any of the teams could score. Like,
yeah.
You think the likelihood would be that one of the teams would probably score in the first 10, or at least the first 20.
First 20 definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if like all of these you never see anything past. You would never I would never go into like past half time.
Yeah, no, I normally go like 5 minutes. It's normally quite early.
Hold on, challenge. I can go head to head with Jeff. Do we want to do that?
Oh yeah, do that. Yeah.
Oh, we go into a prize draw if we beat Jeff. Oh, okay. I see. Boys, the entry has been submitted. We'll come back to that next week.
Excellent.
And hope. Let me just double check.
Exciting.
Oh, nah, that's my login. No. But yeah, cheers for coming on, boys.
That's all right. Hopefully on for longer next week.
You're good. I was thinking, if you boys are about this Monday evening kickoff, if you guys aren't watching the game, we could do it while the game's on.
Who's playing on Monday?
It's only Villa West Ham.
It's Villa West Ham.
So it's not exactly massive, but we could have it on while the game's on and sort of it'll be cool keeping updated. Have you guys got anyone in those teams? I've got Lanzini as a bit of a. It's nice to sort of look forward to. Yeah,
I've got
a big one.
Grealish.
Oh, Grealish, yeah.
And then I've got Fabianski and Lanzini.
Oh, that's a big one. You might have to watch that one now.
Yeah. I don't know. Fabianski always pops up with a save point, so that's all right.
Save point, yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm